Everybody, this is John, live from Las Vegas, where we're at our seminar. It's been a great event, a lot of fun. Taking a little pause to do some quick videos and research on the weekend. And of course, the main things are Friday's powerful move, not so much evidenced in the spiders, of course, evidenced really in the Qs, because you had a nice move in Google, but a huge move in Amazon. Amazon blew through old highs and ripped up like $50 higher. And you can see that the NASDAQ here now, full on weekly squeeze and not much major resistance until 113, right? And if we look here at Amazon, I mean, this thing on a weekly basis, of course, looks great. But remember, most of this move happened Thursday night in the overnight session. And we opened up and we rallied. And kind of like Netflix, I expect it now to kind of trade sideways for a while and catch its breath, which is fine for actually selling options, especially on the put side. So now the question coming up on everybody's mind is, well, all right, we've had Netflix, we've had Amazon. So what is Apple going to do? And Apple is interesting because this is obviously going to be the most hyped earnings, right? The talk that right now is coming out on CNBC is that the earnings are going to be so good, implying that Apple is going to have a better than expected move. Well, you know, with Facebook, the idea was, the feeling was that the earnings also were going to be, you know, really good. And you can kind of see what happened to Facebook. And Amazon is an unknown. It's like nobody knows how that company is going to do. So that's kind of a surprise, right? But Apple here, it's going to be interesting because everybody expects the stock to do well. And what I found is that when everybody expects a stock to do well, especially when it's earnings related, it kind of just does nothing and sucks all the premium out. So what is the safest trade to do on something like Apple? To me, this is something that you set up as an iron fly. Okay, and then you could do something before earnings. It's a trade that I really like on something like that, where you've got like a high implied volatility and the idea that you could have a less than expected move. And of course, you can do an iron fly in any situation. It's just particularly attractive when it comes to earnings. So I've had a lot of questions on this, and the guy who can teach people to do iron flies the best, or iron butterflies as they're called, is of course our resident income options expert, Bruce. And he is going to be doing a class on Wednesday, April 29th from 8 to 10 East Coast time, of course 7 to 9 Central. And this is where you can go for that, simpleroptions.com/ironfly. So now I just talked about an iron fly for kind of a highly stressful trade around earnings, which actually creates a very low risk, high reward type of a situation. However, Bruce also relies on this as a steady source of income in general for non-earnings events. And he's going to be talking about how to trade an iron butterfly for monthly income, okay, around earnings, not having anything to do with earnings. How to set up an iron butterfly so you know how to use it and why it works, when to put on the trade and when to take off the trade to maximize your profit while, of course, minimizing your risk. One of the things I love about that. I also like that when you're doing iron butterflies, you're actually trading on the exact same side as the market makers, which is a plus in so many ways. Step-by-step checklist of how to put on the trade and take the trade off so you know exactly what to do. And then the specific time you close the trade, and this is the biggest question I get on stuff like this. It's like, okay, once I get the idea of how to put this on, I actually have no idea how to take this off. So he's going to talk about the specific time you close the trade to protect you in a bad trade so your returns can remain consistent, as of course how to exit the trades in general, okay? And then how to avoid the most common mistakes people make when trading an iron butterfly. And as you guys know, Bruce throws in a lot of awesome examples and a whole lot more stuff. So this will be recorded, and you can, if you can't attend the class live, it'll be recorded and accessible fairly shortly thereafter. Again, quick $97 class, and the idea with this is that with this information, you could go do a one-lot trade or two and have the potential to make this back quickly. Okay, so learning a new skill set and the ability to make it back quickly is the guidelines for this. All right, so anyway, super excited about this class. This is probably one of the things I'm getting the question on the most. And whether you're trading it for normal monthly income or even if you're going to use it around earnings, this is the class that will get you the expertise you need to be able to do this and feel very confident in being able to do it correctly. All right? Hope it helps. You guys have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you at the next update.